One. Let's get started.
Welcome to an episode of Kawaii Conversations with your host, Lady Masquerade. Let's chat. So first things first, if you know you don't like opinions, you don't like people with their own voices, you don't like people with their own thoughts, click off this video right now. I'm letting you know because it's about to get heated. All right, let's get into my first unpopular opinion. Goku can't beat everybody. He cannot. I am so sick of you fandoms coming hard about Goku. He is not the only strong character in anime at all. Let's be real. It's so many other characters out there that can beat him. Hell, Sailor Moon can beat his ass. It's already been factually proven. Come on now. Like, it's so many other characters out there, even in DBZ. If he didn't have plot armor in DBZ, other characters, if they were written a little bit better, they could have beat him too. Not to mention, Goku is a very ignorant character. He's ignorant. I don't even see why. You know what? I don't even want to get into that. But maybe I should. But I'm going to just say this. I don't even see why he was written the way that he was. Because I just feel like in some instances, yeah, Goku should have stayed dead. Because why? Why did they bring him back to life? Why? What was the point? What was the point? Y'all keep wishing the same people back to life just so they can get put down again. For what? For what? 80s and 90s anime has some of the best anime quality for its time. And I can't stress that enough, especially with animes like Devil Lady. Like, the anime Devil Lady was really one of those animes you watched and was like, yes, that style right there. The shadow work, the fight scenes, the story, the gore, it was perfection. Same thing with Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, the movie. Clock that T right there. Just clock it for me. I need everybody to do this right here. That movie by itself could have been an entire season and I would have watched the whole thing. Hell, I would have watched it if it was ongoing. I love that style of animation. The shadow work, the drawing, the expressions. You know, like, it just, I love that. I love it. And I just feel like that animation style hasn't necessarily gone out of style, but because there's like a new wave of the way animation is being done, of course it depends on the studio too, as one of my mutuals would say. I know like everybody's different. I can't watch One Piece because I hate the animation style, and I just don't think I'll personally be interested enough in finishing it, because I just feel like at this point I might as well wait until it's officially done, which might not happen until, you know, I'm RIP'd somewhere. So hell, ain't no point. And I would never suggest anybody an ongoing anime as a first watch. Let me just say that, because a lot of y'all do that too. Like, why would you suggest One Piece to somebody who just getting into anime? An anime that ain't even fucking done yet. You could send them to watch something else. You can give them a short 12 episode anime. So that way they can see if they actually, you know, can continue on getting into anime themselves. Then they might want to go into the long animes. You should give somebody a short one first. Get them something that's already done. Y'all want to sit there and get them animes that they going to be watching till they 473. I love animes with female non-damsel characters. Strong female leads. I am so tired of animes where like they'll show a strong female character and then they'll dim her light just because the male is there. I don't like that shit. Like, no, let him be the backup. Let him be the backup. That's why I like anime such as Claymore, Blood Plus, what's another one? The Story of Silent Koku. That's another one that's a real good one where she's like, she's not that damsel. You know? Granted, Silent Koku is not a action anime. It's more of like slice of life and woman trying to get into power. But even 12 Kingdoms, she's not a damsel either. Granted, she had character development, but she's not a damsel. So, hey, let's stop making women damsels in anime. And let's stop doing that in comic books too. Like, women shouldn't always have to be the damsels, and their strength shouldn't always have to be measured by what a man has done to them. You know, like, no. Let's leave those tropes alone, please. It's 2026. It is okay for a celebrity or somebody famous to like anime. A lot of y'all feel like because somebody is famous, they probably didn't like it at all before they got there. But it's the fact that y'all wanted, I would say, Megan Thee Stallion to prove that she liked anime when she's been an anime girly. And it's so crazy because it also ties into the fact that women, black women in general, why we gotta prove how nerdy we are? Why do we gotta prove how part of our certain fandoms we are? I mean, why do we have to give you fact upon fact upon fact about a character when sometimes you yourself as a male who might quiz me on that don't even know the information yourself? And then when I give you facts, you want to fact check my facts. What's the point in doing that? For real, some of y'all need to stop that shit. Animes should not be made into live action shows, movies, or TV series at all. Please stop bringing live action out for anime. It's just not, it's not looking good. And then it's like most of the time, like when Netflix does a series, it's always rushed. Why is it the first episode I'm getting introduced to my favorite main, my main character or whatever, or the main characters is about to be in the show. But then by the second episode, it's in episode 1446 of the anime, and it ain't even supposed to be getting there that fast. Y'all just be rushing stuff when y'all make these live actions. And don't even get me started on that DBZ live action movie that y'all fucked up. Don't ever make no shit like that again. Please. Okay? Because I definitely will not be going to the theaters to go see that shit or to pay you no money. Fuck that. Get it up out of here. Diva, Saya's sister from Blood Plus, deserved the death. Way worse than the one she got. That girl literally raped Saya's adoptive little brother and turned him to stone, shattered him. How you do that? And then think you just finna go live life all willy-nilly. Like, I cannot stand Diva. She is one of the most evil characters I have ever seen in an anime. She's just so twisted. It's like all it was is that she wanted attention, but she just didn't know how to go about communicating it the right way. And I'm just like, oh my God, like she is terrible. And I mean terrible. Oh my God. I don't even know where else to go. And I ain't gonna lie. Another thing I'll say about Blood Plus, Haji deserved a way better ending than just him getting offed. And if you haven't watched the anime, watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to go too into detail about it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But Haji deserved a way better send-off than what he got. And I don't believe I really don't believe that they treated him fairly. I mean, he been there for Saya all his life, and she's been with him all of hers. It's not fair that Saya didn't get the ending that she deserved either. So you mean to tell me y'all just gonna end the anime with her sleeping? And that's all we get? I just feel like at least an OVA or some kind of movie or something should have been done for her to tell the last bit of that story. And also Riku in the anime, I ain't gonna lie, not Riku, but Kai, the older brother. He got on my nerves because it was like he was always trying too hard to play older brother. Like, let people make their mistakes, bro. You trying to protect everybody. He want to be involved with everything and everybody at every single moment something happened. Like, sit down. It's like he want to let Saya and his little brother be the people that they are, or the Chiropteran that they were. You know, like he just didn't want to let them be the vampires that they were, and it wasn't fair because he wanted them both to be more human, but couldn't accept the fact. Well, Riku of course was human before, but you know, we ain't gonna get into too much of that. But yeah, it's like he wanted the humanity to remain there, and he just wasn't really coping well with accepting that it wasn't gonna be anymore. So, you know, yeah, that's all I gotta say on Blood Plus. That's my favorite anime, y'all. So of course, that one probably gonna get the longest discussion anyway. Anime characters do not need to be falling in love with their character. Oh my God, not their characters. They family members. I'm so sick of watching animes that start off with somebody being in love with their cousin. Or you find out somebody got like a weird sister complex in the anime. Like, this shit is weird. Can y'all stop animating that? On a serious note, can y'all? Like, was somebody in your family in love with their sister? Was it you? Do you need help? God. Like, no, that is disgusting. It's weird. I can't. I can't with the disgust. I can't. I really can't. Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto are too long for their own good. Somebody had to say it. They just are. You can't enjoy something that's been happening for years upon years upon years upon years. And by the time you finish the show, you're going to be deceased. Granted, Bleach is about to end soon. It's another anime I'm watching that's about to end. I can't remember which one. Yeah, but I just feel like it's too long. And all the fillers, like, don't get me wrong, some of the fillers may be funny, they might be cool, but why do we need them? Especially if they have nothing to do with the main story. And if the manga don't have that many damn fillers, why does the anime need it? Why do the anime need it? Because it doesn't. Oh my God, like, it just don't need it. I'm gonna need y'all to quit giving animes all these damn fillers. We don't need that shit. We learning shit about them being cats in one episode, and then the next episode come on, this going back to the fight that I seen last week. Stop that shit. Continue on with that episode that I seen, and let's keep it pushing. Come on now. Hisoka should not be a character that you in love with. It just shouldn't. The main a pedo. Like, he weird. Like, what? And the fact that I see so many people want to cosplay, and, you know, Slick got a crush on him because of the way he act. It's just, it's so weird to me. Like, no. I can't have a crush on a character like that. Hell to the no. I don't even like the fact that Bond dating a fairy that looks like a fucking child. Like, granted, yes, she older than him or whatever, but still, it doesn't matter. She looks like a little kid who is dating a grown man, and I just don't like designs like that. I don't even like character couples like that. Same thing with Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, where it was a lesbo couple, and the girl, she's older than the other girl, but she looks like a kid, while the other girl looks like she a fully grown woman. And I'm just like, this is not okay. I feel like there needs to be an adult to adult looking ratio for these characters, or teen to teen looking ratio for these characters for their ages. Like, make them look their actual age, the age they're supposed to be, so that these relationships don't look like they just don't need to look that weird. Because to me, it's getting out of hand with it. Inuyasha did not need a sequel. After it was done, it should have stayed done. Yashahime, wash my hands with it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Same thing with Naruto. After Shippuden, let it go. We didn't need a Boruto. We just didn't need that. Just no. And also, another thing I want to say about Inuyasha, the chase between him, Kagome, and Kikyo was not needed for the show to be good. Kikyo and Kagome should not have been chasing after Inuyasha, and Kikyo should not have stayed dying and coming back to life every 15-40 minutes just to go talk to Inuyasha because her heart still broke. She should have just stayed gone, okay? And Kagome was about what, like 15, and Inuyasha was over hundreds of some years old. Yeah, let's let that minor shit go in anime, please. Let's let it go. Claymore should have had more episodes. I don't know why they didn't give Claymore more episodes than just maybe like 24, 25. I can't really remember the exact number because it's been a while since I watched it, and it is on YouTube for free. But Claymore deserved more episodes. I feel like we didn't get enough of Claymore to, satisfy that appetite just a little bit. I just feel like it could have gone on for at least maybe 5 or 6 more episodes and gave more of a great ending to Claire and Rocky's friendship, relationship, and how Claire and everything came to end the organization that they were working for. So I just feel like Claymore needed a couple of more episodes, because the manga for Claymore was great. I think the manga ended perfectly, and I just feel like if they would have incorporated that into the anime, it would have been top tier. Sailor Moon did not deserve to be the leader of the Sailor Scouts. I will say this 100 times because I have always felt this way. I love Sailor Moon as an anime, but her as the leader, I'm like, no. Like, yeah, duh, she the Moon Princess. She's the main character. The story is really centered around her. But her being the leader, absolutely not. I really feel like one of the outer planetary Sailor Scouts, or maybe Sailor Jupiter, should have been the leader. Maybe even Sailor Mercury, because she was more grounded. I feel like she was annoying. Like, Usagi is annoying. And I just got this thing where I feel like the dumb, annoying main character trope, that shit is annoying. Like, I get so sick of it. Because why is it that we have to have a dumb, annoying, but super powerful character? Like, let's stop that. Let's let the main character be like somebody smart for once. Granted, it made for a great show, but why does she have to be a dumbass for it to be funny? That's what I'm saying. Like, why did she have to be a dumbass for the anime to be funny? Same thing with Goku. Why did he have to be a dumbass but be powerful? Like, that shit don't go together to me. It just don't. No, absolutely not. Usagi, sorry to you, girl, but no, you should not have been the leader of the Sailor Scouts. Absolutely not. Lisa and Light Yagami should have never met. I said it. Lisa and Light Yagami should have never met. I just feel like she would have did so much better if she just never met that man. She could have just went on about her business and been the second Kira somewhere else. I honestly feel like Light did her so dirty. And another woman I think he did dirty too. I can't think of her name right now, but somebody who he innocently wrote in the death note. Oh, nah. Yeah, I stopped fucking with Light after that. Because Light got crazy. He really did. Like, he got crazy with writing people's names in that book. And I feel like Death Note got, just a little boring for me after L was officially killed off. I didn't like the new replacements that came in after L. Like, I just didn't like that whole slew of new characters when it came to that second season. And Light's death was deserved. He deserved what the hell he got. He did. Granted, I understood what he was trying to do in the beginning, but Light went crazy with that shit. He really did. He went crazy with it. Ghost in the Shell was boring. We watched it for possibly the visuals and the theme song, but it was boring. I'll say Ghost in the Shell was one of them animes that you kind of watched when you wanted to go to sleep, pretty much. Yeah, it was good for the nostalgic era of anime when we first started watching it on Toonami, but who really talks about Ghost in the Shell as one of the greatest animes to come out like that? Nobody mentions it that much, and it's because the story just wasn't catch me worthy, not to me anyway, because I feel like I watched it but didn't really try to stay up to watch it or to understand it. Maybe I need to rewatch it all together, but Ghost in the Shell just wasn't one of those eye-catching animes for me. It just wasn't. Not to me anyway. Not to discredit it for those, them great visuals during the theme song, but it's just not one of them animes that really made me want to stay up to watch it like that. Just wasn't that into it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an underrated classic. It really is. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the greatest animes to come out, even though a lot of people probably didn't even know that it was supposed to be considered anime, but it was one of the greatest animes to come out along with the game, even though apparently, really, Yugi was technically playing the game wrong and Kaiba was technically playing it right, which somebody had to explain that to me because I wanted to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I never learned. When I tell y'all I wanted to play them cards so bad, but I never learned. And I used to think that when I was little, that if you sat the card down, that shit would just come to life because you wanted it to. I too was one of them idiots that believed in Heart of the Cards when I was little, until I got older. Anime can relate to real life. Yes, it can. Maybe not full on every anime that you watch or whatever, because they, certain things are just fantasy, but animes can definitely match up to real life situations. There are so many good slice of life animes that are full of so much drama that does actually happen in the real world. There isn't not one single slice of life anime that I have watched where a situation like that hasn't either happened to me or maybe possibly somebody I know or happened to somebody that I didn't know. These animes can relate to anybody, anywhere, or anybody that's aware of those situations that do happen to people around them, their families, sisters, brothers, mothers, aunts, all that, blah, blah, blah. Anime can relate to real life situations. And I know people will always say, like, oh, it's just a cartoon. No, it's not. We have these same feelings sometimes that we see these characters go through while they're going through whatever it is they're going through. Like, come on now, whatever situation they in, they're gonna have feelings about it. Anime characters do not have to always be black for you to want to cosplay them, or for you to be able to cosplay them. Let me reword that. Yeah, I feel like you can cosplay any anime character you want, and it don't even necessarily have to be accurate. I don't understand why like people get so mad at folks who just like to do shit in their own way. Everybody ain't got the same fashion sense. Everybody ain't got the same style of wigs that they like to do. Excuse me. If I want to cosplay Goku Black in this wig, I can. If I want to cosplay Rouge the Bat in this pink and black wig, I can. If I want to cosplay any Sonic the Hedgehog character or whatever, I can. If I want to cosplay any Bleach character outside of the POCs, I can. Because guess what? At the end of the day, these are fictional characters. They're not real. They're not real people. They are fictional characters that we just enjoy, we love. We see them in an anime and we think, I want to dress like that character, or I want a hair like this that day. You know, it just shouldn't be an issue. It kind of gets on my nerves that it is. That is it for my Unpopular Opinions Anime Edition video. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good night. Mwah.
Come and talk to me, I really wanna meet you, boy, I really wanna